Hi everyone. Today I'll be teaching you how to make this lovely Bubu top. It is trending and it is very beautiful. It is one size fit all. So it is very easy to make. If this is something you're interested in, please do well to stay to the end of the video because after watching this video, you'll be able to make one for yourself or for your clients. If you are new to my channel and you are yet to subscribe, or you have been watching my video and yet to subscribe, please do well to click on the subscribe button. Share these videos with others. Drop your comment in the comment section. Let me see I want to read what you got about my videos, and also give this video a thumbs up. So let's go straight to the cutting of this beautiful Bubu top. So what we are going to do right away is to fold your material. So I'm using Jokoso. So I'm using Jokoso to sew this beautiful Bubu top. So I folded my Jokoso fabric into 4 parts. Can you see? So watch the video carefully. You can see that this side that is slit, that's not the side I want to use for the midpoint. Okay, so I'm cutting both the back and the front together. So that place that is full, that is our center for both back and front. I hope you understand. So what I'm going to do is just to draw the starting line. So you can go ahead and use your ruler to draw your starting line. Just maybe 1 inch away from the edge of your fabric. So after drawing your starting point or starting line, from there, just go ahead and mark out the length of your top. The next thing we're going to do is to measure the neck width, which is 4 inch. So you can use 3.5 inch if your client is a little bit slim. So my client is big, a little bit big. So I'll go ahead, and for the neck depth for the front is 8 inches deep. So at the point where I measure 8 inches, I'm just going to go ahead and take in 1 inch like so. So from this point, the 8 inch, at that place I measured 1 inch in, I'll go ahead and draw a diagonal line to meet the neck width. I hope you understand. So watch the video closely so that you know what I'm saying. So I'm not satisfied with that line. I'll go ahead and redraw it again. So you can use your ruler to just draw the diagonal line straight to meet the neck width. So what I'm going to do, this is just for the front neckline. So the back neckline, we are going to take 1.5 or 1 inch deep. Okay, so remember I folded the front and the back together. So go ahead and measure your 1.5 or 1 inch depth for your back neckline like so. So I later discovered I wasn't using the starting point. I was using the line for the fabric. I hope you understand, the edge of the fabric. So I went ahead to quickly correct it so that I won't have difficulties while sewing, or it won't be accurate while sewing. So at this edge, I'm just going to go at the end of the fabric. I'm just going to go in by on the shoulder, 1 inch down. Then I'm going to quickly drag my fabric back again. So when measuring your clients, ensure you measure from the midpoint of your neck line to meet wherever your client wants the sleeves to end. So that's what I'm quickly doing now. So mine is 21 from the middle part of the neckline to meet where the elbow of my client, which is this where she wanted the sleeve to end. So I'll go ahead from this 4-inch width of the neckline. I'm going to slant it to meet the 1 inch like so. I hope you understand what I just illustrated. So I'll go ahead and slant it to meet it like so. So after slanting it to meet the 1 inch, at that 1 inch, I'll go ahead and take the width of the sleeve, the wideness of the sleeve. This Bubu does not really look like something that don't even have sleeve, but it just have opening. So we have to put the opening there. So for the sleeve, we are just going to, opening at the hand, we are just going to take 11 or 12 inches. So I'll take 12 for my client. So you can go ahead and even take 13. So the sleeve is not really that, it's just an opening where we just fold in. So I'll just call it sleeve. So this sleeve is wide. So after taking your 12 inch, at this point you just go in by half inch at that place that you took the 12 inch or 1 inch. So it just half inch. Go ahead and take half inch, then you can now slant it to meet the you can now draw it to meet the length of your top. I hope you understand. One thing you should know, that the top is very long. It's not a short top. It's something that is even almost close to the knee. So it's not a short top. Okay, so you can see how it looks. So I'll go ahead and cut out all the lines that I have drawn. So I am cutting the shoulder right away, then I'll cut the other part and show you after cutting how it looks. So I have cut it. You can see I've cut the front and I've separated the front from the back. Can you see? So this is how it looks. So look at the sleeve part. This is not really sleeve. So by the time you fold in the rough edges at that opening, it will look equal with the bodies. So this is how it looks. Let me bring the camera so that you can see how it looks. So this is how it looks. So the next thing we are going to do, we are going to spread our fabric open so that we can start joining the shoulder with the back. That's the back shoulder and the front shoulder together. So you spread your front piece or your back piece, whichever you want, on the right side facing you. Then you also spread your back piece right side facing the right side of the front, like so. That is right side facing right side. So go ahead and join the shoulder. So I'm opening it very well so that we can see what I'm doing. So I'll join the shoulder using half an inch. So at the side also, I'll fold in the allowance, the 1 inch that I left at the side of the sleeve. I'll go ahead and fold it after joining the shoulders together. This is how it looks after joining the shoulders together. Can you see? So, and look at the sleeve part. I've also folded it inside neatly. Can you see? After joining the shoulder, that's when you fold the sleeve. So please take note. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to arrange the neckline very well. So I'll go ahead and measure. You know, I left 1 inch. So by the time you open, it's almost 2 inch. So the next thing to do now, we are going to measure. Can you see? It's not even up to 2 inch. Okay, is one quarter. So that's 1/4. That's the wideness of that place. So I'll go ahead and measure all around the neckline like so, so that it will enable me cut a perfect collar for the neckline. So the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to cut out fabric. I'm going to cut our fabric for the neckline. So you know, I told you you should measure the midpoint, where I measured the almost 1 inch at that middle, and by the time I spread it open, it's almost one quarter. So I went ahead to cut my piece to be 2 inches wide. 2 inches wide. Two and quarter inch. That's what 2.25. That's what I did, what I cut on my strips. Okay, I hope you understand. So 2.25. Then remember I took the length of the neckline. So I'll go ahead and sew it like so. I'm pinning it on it to show you how I'm going to sew it all through. So before you have to leave, you don't have to start from the very beginning. You have to pin it. You have to leave some extra piece at the bottom part of it, at the depth of the neck of the front line. I hope you understand. So you go ahead and pin it all the way around, then you sew it. So at this place, you are going to leave surplus, like 1 inch or 1.5 inch. So can you see how it is. I've sewn it and I've torn it. Look at it. I sewed it all the way around. It is very easy to make. So the next thing I did was to notch this place. I told you when sewing, you sew half inch inside the neck depth. So you notch it so so that it enables you to turn the collar very well. Can you see? Notch at one side and at the other side. I hope you understand what I'm illustrating. So at the angle 90, at that depth of the front neckline, whereby we took 1 inch in the other time. So you just go ahead and notch it. You know, I told you should sew it more than sew this collar more than the normal neckline, so that it will enable you turn the neckline very well. So after notching it, you just put the piece inside like so. So you need to notch it. If you don't notch it with your scissors, you cannot turn it very well. It will just be rough. So I went ahead to put it inside like so. So I will iron it. After ironing it, then I'll go ahead and sew on top. So I'm just trying to see how it will fit inside. So I discovered I didn't notch this other one properly. So that's why I said notching is important. So I'll go ahead and notch it again. I've done that. So I'll place it inside, and you can see that this time around it's lying flat and it's no longer giving me difficulties. So the next thing I'll do is just to fold in that piece like so. Can you see? Then you just top stitch. So that's what I will do right away. Then I'll show you how it looks after top stitching. Remember, this is the right side of the fabric. Okay, so I will do just that. So I've top stitched it, and this is how it is. It is very beautiful, very easy to make. So I went ahead to cut out the piece. It all depends on the design you want to place at the front. I just cut out a rectangular shape piece like so, folded it to the right side, facing right side. Then I just sewed the wrong side all through, having an opening at the um, corner. I ironed gum stay at the edges like so. Then I went ahead to use the opening to turn it to the right side. So you can rock your dress like so. You must not put this rectangular design at the front. It all depends on how you want it. But with this, it is beautiful. But my client wants this rectangular shape at the front of her dress. So you can put whatever shape design you want at that particular position there. So like I said, you can rock the dress just like this without putting this design. So after turning it, I'll go ahead and give it a good press, then place it. After giving it a good press, make sure all the edges comes out beautifully and okay. Then I'll go ahead and iron it and sew it on the fabric like so. I hope you understand. So just place it like so and sew it very well. So this is how it looks after sewing. Can you see? The dress is beautiful. It is really, really beautiful. I would love to see you try to make this dress. It is trending. Thank you for watching the video to the end. So the next thing we are going to do is to turn the fabric to the wrong side. Join the side with just half an inch. Like I told you, there's no sleeves, just an opening. So then go ahead and fold the bottom part of the dress. Then you can weave all your rough edges, and that is all for this video, and your dress is ready. See you. Bye.